talk about how your discussion protocol is working?
It's good because like the first time around we all talked about like a question, and then like the second time around people made like connections to like their lives and like other stuff that they read.
So you managed to stay on one subject
Yeah,
the whole way through?
and still make connections to like something in your life or something that you saw or something that you read.
And does that help you think?
Yeah, that helps me think more about like Harrison's prompt. Like we just had a good 10-minute conversation about Harrison's prompt without getting off topic.
Good. And so do you feel that this protocol you can use in any other subjects, Harrison?
Yeah.
I do. If there's a question and the group has to answer it, they could use this and they could like think through the question and answer it.
Also, like make connections to your life.
Okay, helps you make connections, yeah. So you were using the mapping protocol, and I wondered if you could explain why you used it and how it helps you. You want to start, Ramon?
So how the mapping protocol helps is that you can keep track of how many times someone has talked right after another person, therefore technically having a conversation with them. So let's say Helen and Sophia, since they didn't talk that much after one another, me and Oscar would usually be quiet, so then they could talk after one another unless there was a dead time.
So we can ask them to talk, or naturally it would happen.
Yeah. Do you feel that this has helped
Yeah.
you in your discussions? Can you explain why?
I would say because then we can see, so if somebody's not talking as much as they probably should, we can see that on this paper and then we can fix it. If someone's talking too much, then we can fix that too.
Yeah, because that's sometimes a problem too, right?
So the changing position protocol helped us because we had specifically when we had 3 partners in our group, we had a shy member, and so he would sit on like the outside of our group. And so what would happen is he wouldn't really talk and he didn't feel like he was a part of the group. So we decided one day to put the partner who's Aiden inside of like our group. So it'd be like me, Aiden, then Mariah. And so then Aiden would be like inside the group and he'd talk a lot more after that because he felt included and less shy.
What protocols your group has decided to work on?
Right now we are doing mapping, switch seats, and then deep thinking.
So all three protocols. Can you explain why you're doing that?
Because we thought that instead of doing one, we just do 3. Because I think it would be better for us to focus more.
So tell me about the first one, the switching seats one then.
Well, she wasn't talking a lot. She was on to the side. So then we decided to put her in between us so that she'll think and talk more. She'll be more part of the discussion.
And I can hear better.
Yes, that really makes a big difference, doesn't it? Yeah. And do you think that works, the moving seats
Yeah, I
protocol?
think it's working so far.
It makes us feel closer.
Can you tell us a little bit how you're integrating the deep thinking and the mapping?
So the reason why we're doing deep thinking and mapping is because originally when we had our first discussion, it took about 10 seconds before we started like going way off topic. So we started with deep thinking because we wanted to stay on topic and be able to like not go into a roast session. And mapping, it's because we wanted to know who tended to dominate the conversation and who tended to not, so that we could move that person like what we did with Alex so that they would talk more.
Do you think once you've been together as a group you need to use the protocols anymore, or do you think this is just a scaffold for when you're a new group?
It's a scaffold, it's a scaffold for when you're a new group, because once you've got it down for the first time, then you tend to do it again and again, and it becomes a habit.
Okay. Well done.
We decided to use the deep thinking protocol, and it benefited us because it was a way that we could easily stay on topic and slowly go more and more in depth to our topic that we were talking about. And it also, because some of us like to dominate the conversation, and this was a way to like let everyone have an equal chance of being able to share their ideas and bring the topic to a different place.
But that also is a challenge because it's kind of challenging to go deeper and deeper. It's a bit hard because you're unsure of where to go.
But at the same time, only certain groups need to use this protocol, because if your group is already really good at like everyone staying around the same amount, then you don't really need to use this. So I guess it just depends on like the group and if someone dominates more than others or if it's even. So yeah.